Thanks for taking a few minutes. I know that this is your first Cup pole at St. Louis, but it's not your first pole at St. Louis. You did it in 2017 in the trucks. So what is it about this track? I know it was a little different back then, but what is it about it that kind of just fits you?
I don't know. It definitely has been good to me. I've always had good speed the other time I ran here, and I don't know. It's just a weird place, you know. The both ends are so different that your car's never going to drive good in one of the ends. You just got to kind of figure it out and adapt. And then this is how the braking style is. You know, into 3 it's not as bad, but into 1, I mean, we're literally almost road course style braking. I think we're almost 800 pounds of brake pressure. So I don't know if just all those things coming together has kind of fitted how I drive. But yeah, definitely have had good speed, you know, in the past and also this weekend. So hopefully we can turn that good speed into race win, and it's going to be a really cool day. You know, the inaugural event's always really cool to be a part of, but to be able to lead the field of green in front of a sold-out crowd will be super cool. So I know in the truck series here, the crowd was really, really big, and I can't imagine how big it's going to look today.
Well, Chase, I know another track that you had some good speed earlier this year, Phoenix, where you led 101 laps and got your very first career win. As I've talked to a lot of crew chiefs this week and talked about where they start with a setup, a lot of them have referenced Phoenix. Rolling in there and getting to practice and qualify, does it remind you a lot of the characteristics this next-gen car had when you won that Phoenix race?
A little bit. I think 3 and 4 here is fairly similar to 1 and 2 at Phoenix. You know, I think with this next-gen car, you've kind of seen if you get a package that's pretty close, if you go to a racetrack that's kind of similar, it seems like you can just kind of plug that same setup in and you normally have pretty good speed. So for us, I know we're really close to how we were at Phoenix, and we unloaded off the truck and was really, really good here on Friday, and that's correlated all through the weekend. So hopefully we can have the same, I guess, finish as we did at Bristol or at Phoenix. But yeah, I think it definitely has kind of the same characteristics of how the car drives, at least in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, not so much, but 3 and 4 is just a really long, flat corner. It doesn't seem like it's as wide without the resin, but I think as the race goes on, I felt like yesterday in the Truck Series race, guys could move around and make some pretty good moves. So I think for us, it'll be the same, especially as tires fall off. I mean, in practice, we had 3 sets of tires, so nobody really ran a really long run. So it'll be interesting to see, I guess, you know, kind of how that plays out throughout the race.
Well, Chase, twice in the last 6 races, you've been in position to be able to win. It's been fun to watch the battle with Reddick and with Larson last week, but neither of those worked out into your favor. Have you went back and watched those, and what would you do different? If you're in that position today, how do you handle that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just 2 totally different circumstances, really. I mean, Bristol, you know, I got there on the very last lap, the very last corner, and that was kind of my only shot, so I just went for it, and obviously it was the wrong decision looking back on it. And then Charlotte, you know, I was really working Kyle over for 30-something laps, and, you know, he'd pull away a couple car lengths, I'd run him right back down, and he was just so slow on entry into 1, and that was kind of my strong spot. And, you know, I slid him with 4 or 5 to go, and probably looking back on it after I watched the race back, I probably should have just went ahead and taken it to the fence, and I left him just enough of a lane to drive back around me. And yeah, there at the end at 2 to go, kind of same thing. I had a really good run down the straightaway and went into the same spot I had really ran the whole race, and it just spun out. I've watched that, I bet 15 or 20 times. I still can't truly figure out how I spun out, because I even went and looked at data. I did the same thing I'd done every time. So I think just looking back on it there, I was a little closer to his door, farther up on his door, and I think just the aero side just spun me out. So yeah, 2 totally different things. At Bristol, I definitely was trying to make the move to you know, clear him or pass him or whatever, and at Charlotte, I was just trying to be at his left rear quarter panel, and I just flat spun out and made a mistake.
Well, if drivers are supposed to give 100% in order to win a race,
He's got that part down.
I'd say it's like 110.
Yeah, I've been giving 110. That's my problem.
Awesome, man. Have fun out there today. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Should be an awesome one.